What's up, everybody? How's it going? We got some more Dynamax adventures up for tonight. We kind of had a rough run of it yesterday, so I'm hoping we'll have some better RNG tonight, because, we definitely, had a few rounds yesterday that were kind of rough, but perhaps the luck will turn around today. Maybe. Phoebe, thanks for the prime. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Boopers be upon thee. Thank you so much. Howdy. We'll get started in just a second. You know, yesterday I think opening up with Celesteela was a bad omen, so if we could dodge Celesteela for the first round, maybe we'll have some better luck today. Dit dot. Oh, do I need to spend any ore? I have not checked lately. Ooh, I'm up to 805 or 805. 805? Again, if this shop had apricorn balls in it, this would be goated. Had some Bezos bucks and wanted to support one of your favorite creators. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, I have 5. I don't exactly. I have 71 beast balls. I cannot think of any time that I've ever used beast balls in this. They're just not a Pokeball I'm very fond of. You don't know how you feel about the DLC being 30 bucks? They haven't really revealed much, so it's kind of hard to really say. I think we're good. I can just... I mean, I don't need anything from the store. It's fine. It is fine. I've gotten a few shiny dupes lately, but nothing new. It's been a while since, Kyogre. I assume it will be on par with stuff like what we got for Scarlet Violet. So Kitakami and Blueberry. Because weren't they the same? I think all the DLC has been the same price, right? Alright, well you guys know the drill. We're gonna do a warm-up solo run, and then I'll open up the lobby in case anyone wants to join. Again, let's hope we dodge Celesteela. Celesteela showed up yesterday, so... Oh boy, this is an interesting opening selection. Linoon, Heliolisk, and Lopunny. I suppose we'll take Heliolisk. At least Heliolisk has a funny cry. Yeah, they only showed Raichu. I almost said Raichu. What am I, the Pokemon Stadium announcer? Oh, it's Guzzlord. Okay. I'm down to clan with Guzzlord. Of course, I took Heliolisk, who's weak to a fighting... Oh, I mean, Kangaskhan has a dragon move. Maybe we'll do that instead. Yeah, they only showed off the 2 Raichu Megas. We haven't seen anything else. There also has not been any leaks about what the DLC contains. Again, the Mega Raichu stuff was a complete surprise. No leakers talked about that. So... intriguing, isn't it? I mean, I guess we'll max. Might as well. I don't know what Lopunny and Bisharp are going for, but we might as well. The leakers said that there was going to be a Pokemon spin-off game, but they did not specifically say that it's Pokopia. So they obviously had a little teeny tiny bit of information, but not the whole picture. Which, you know what? Good. I like surprises. I know we talk about leaks a lot, but it's genuinely nice to not get spoiled for directs and stuff like that. Especially since I wasn't really impressed with the rest of the direct, so... It was nice to have some genuine surprises out of the Pokemon stuff. What's up, Derek? It is pretty, you know, Animal Crossing, Harvest Moon, a little bit of the Minecraft going on with the square aesthetic that the land has. Ow. Okay, actually, Heliolisk took that pretty well. Yeah, I heard the Demon Slayer movie is making like $70 million already. Pretty impressive for adult rated R animation over here. I can't wait for all the animation executives to look at this and then do nothing with that information over here. Gee, there sure seems to be a market for adult animation. Let's do nothing about it. Convinced more people tune into leaks because of the Pokemon drought. That could very well be. Honestly, that could very well be the case. What do I want to... We don't have, like, a gray Pokeball. What is the prop... You know what? We'll throw a Lux Ball at you, Kangaskhan, sure. Kangaskhan shiny looks like it's malnourished. Somebody help him. Or her, them. If it even will be shiny. Well, we're gonna take this. What's up, everybody coming in? How's it going? We are on the first round, and it's our boy Guzzlord! We haven't seen Guzzlord in so long. I'm excited, because at least it's not Celesteela. I don't think Grim has a fairy move, which is problematic. But we'll see what we can do. But yeah, it definitely has some Harvest Moon vibes, some Minecraft vibes, Animal Crossing. You can build a base. Very, common. Actually, do I want to go for Dig now? Yeah, we can go for Dig now. Those types of games are pretty much a dime a dozen these days. In fact, there were several that were shown in that very direct. You could have definitely had a bingo card or bingo sheet that said Farm Sim Base Building Game. Ding. You could have marked off several, actually, because there was a lot. Yeah, Galaxy, I've seen some people speculate that as well. That they revealed the DLC so far ahead of time, so they didn't have to announce it at Pokemon Day. Which that could very well be the case, or... honestly, I don't know. It's all just speculation, of course. I still think it's so surprising that it's even getting DLC, because they just pushed out one free update for PLA and then just kind of left the game as it was, as it is. I mean, they should be. I think that's a really bogus move. I really wanted to use either Delphox or Chestnut in my playthrough, and I can't. I can't. I straight up cannot do that, and I think that's sad, especially since, you know, it's a Kalos game. Why are we restricting Kalos Pokemon? What's up with that? Yeah, some people were thinking that it's maybe the extra languages now because they added a few more languages for ZA, but that, I don't know. I don't know how that would really be such a hindrance. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people criticizing the Donkey Kong Bonanza paid DLC too, although I did chuckle because I saw a screenshot of a Bongo Island. They had a little cheeky reference to Donkey Konga. I was like, oh, that's cute. I don't know if it's, what is it, 20 bucks? I don't know if it's $20 cute, but I had a little chuckle. Okay, Quillfish. That's not what we need to see out of you, my friend. This Grimmsnarl is like Bayonetta. Gmax Grimm is just all leg. I did see somebody bring, actually it was Centro who brought this up, but, and there are differences here. All the replies to this are, online was free. But it's still a very similar thing. But for Sun and Moon, back in 2017, they had the International Challenge, and a lot of Mega Stones were completely unobtainable through normal gameplay, and you had to participate in the official online tournament that you had a week to sign up for. Back in Wednesday, April 19th, 2017. Like, online was free back then. Sigh. How times have changed. But still, like, they've done this before. They have kept gate kept stones behind online competitions before. I didn't even remember this. I did not even remember this. See, I wish there was more Gorochu in the Raichu Megas. I just don't know if I'll ever decide how I feel about them. Maybe when I use them in-game. Maybe when we see their... Why is everybody not attacking? Oh, the NPCs in this game. Maybe when if I use them in battle, they'll grow on me, but... I definitely prefer the Kalos Megas to the Raichus. Also, now that I think about it, is it the Japanese title for Mega Dimension? It's a reference to Hoopa's hyperspace move. So, is it gonna be really Hoopa heavy? Is Hoopa gonna be like a little guy that you have to have on your team? What's up, Mimikyu? Alright. First round, we're going in. It's Guz. Oh yeah, I mean, I agree. There's 1,000+ Pokemon now. I think it was inevitable. My main critique of that, though, is that I wish they were better at cycling out Pokemon. I think a lot of Pokemon feel like they're in every game, and then sometimes... You know, like, when's the last time... I mean, I guess Glameow was in our Gen 4 games we got on the Switch, but some Pokemon just feel like they disappear forever. I wish they were better at cycling Pokemon in and out. You know what I mean? Yeah, the apparel items from the DLC released with the game, the story stuff comes later. That's correct. Just looks like Ash Greninja, but blue. Mega Greninja, I'm excited to see the shiny, because it's either going to be an extremely good shiny, or it's going to be terrible, and I feel like there's no in between. Uh-oh, I can't Dynamax because I went for Outrage. Uh-oh. And I hit myself in confusion. That's unfortunate. What's up, Tyrantrum? Yeah, like the fact that we're getting the elemental, it's taken until PLZA to get the elemental monkeys and Watchog and Furfrou and a bunch of Pokemon like that. It's like, why were these not at least in, like, a previous gen? You know what I mean? Why did it take so long? Ooh, if they did white instead of black, that would be interesting. I really wish, I mean, Ash Greninja has a little bit of red in it, and I like red with Greninja. I wish they had gone with a bit more red instead of that baby blue color. Go Kangaskhan! One more hit. Nice. Quillfish got the W there. Quillfish got the W. What more could you ask for? GG. I mean, I've definitely seen some people that were disgruntled the fact that they announced DLC before the game is even out. So I definitely think we need a... Well, the story stuff is not launching with the game for the DLC, so we'll absolutely get a story trailer. It will happen. Remember how many trailers we got for Blueberry and Kitakami? So they'll advertise for it. You know, I'd think. Oh, Guz. You're never a big white screaming pumpkin. Nothing. Yeah, where's Clamperl? Exactly. Where is something like Clamperl or, you know, Pokemon like that we have barely seen? I think Clamperl would have been a great fit for Scarlet Violet, by the way. You could have had it on the beach. Yeah, there's like a good amount of Gen 3, Gen 5 that they have just kept away from us. I mean, Blueberry gave us stuff like Zebstrika, who we hadn't seen in a while. But it also gave us Pokemon that we've had in like 5 games in a row. Will we get a new mythical? I think, again, the title is apparently a reference to Hoopa's hyperspace move. So I think it's gonna be very Hoopa forward. We're gonna go Hoopla for Hoopa. Which I like Hoopa a lot. I genuinely like Hoopa, so that's fine with me. I mean, I hope they do something for Volcanion and, you know, the other mythicals. Yeah, that should be the subtitle. Hoopla for Hoopa. Oh, brother, this is Palkia. And we had a nice, easy Guzzlord, and now we're getting thrown into the fire. Oh, hey, it's everybody's friend Malamar. Oh, where is Alcremie? Where's Clefable? I don't think we've seen Clefable in like two months. Where's Clefable been? Venonat that got into a base dex for the first time since Gen 2. That should be a crime. Justice for Venonat. Uh-oh, Malamar's here, everybody. Watch out. Put your tinfoil hats on. Who is the least loved mythical? Probably Zarude? I like Semipour. That's my favorite monkey. Panpour, Semipour. Yeah, least popular mythical, I'd have to guess it would be something like Zarude. We didn't get a Scarlet Violet movie. We did not. Our last movie was, in fact, the Zarude movie. Wow, Malamar went down really quick. That was a very fast KO. I did see some people that said that, Galaxy. Honestly, Mega Greninja seems to be pretty controversial. I think a lot of people are not quite pleased with it. You like Panseer, but not Semi-Seer? I could take Malamar. Swampert is such a great Pokemon, but not against Palkia. This is like the one strong counter. Also, we have a bunch of grass Pokemon, so getting Swampert out of here is probably for the best. Yeah, we have not gotten a Pokemon movie in quite a while. It's been a while. I mean, think of how different things are in the franchise now from when the Zarude movie came out. Ash is now gone. There's a completely new anime with a new set of characters. We're approaching Generation 10. The Legends games exist. Like, things are honestly so crazy from when that Zarude movie came out. Which that came out during COVID too, which definitely did not help it perform in the box office. Oh yeah, the TCG, what was it, like Blossom that got its first card in like 14 years a few sets ago? They're pretty bad with the TCG as well, that's definitely true. Do I think they're gonna ditch the movie concept altogether? I don't know. Yeah, for some reason the babies get no respect, Bonsly and Mantike. I bet there's a billion more Vileplume cards than there are Blossom. I don't know, maybe the Demon Slayer movie making as much money as it is will change some executives' minds. Who knows? Remember, there was a movie that we discovered in the Terra Leak that was meant for older Pokemon fans, and it had like a girl and a guy and a Pidgeot and a few other things. But that obviously got scrapped. They must have not had confidence in the project or something like that. The Kalos fossils have next to no cards. That is so wrong. Tyrantrum should have the most beautiful illustration rare to ever known to man, and it gets no respect. 13 Blossom, 17 Vileplume. That's actually closer than I thought. I remember they had like one Tyrantrum box back during X and Y. And that's it. And it was just like an EX. It wasn't anything special. Why are they allergic to Aurorus and Tyrantrum? I don't understand. Think of how amazing shiny... Yeah, shiny Tyrantrum would be amazing in one of the shiny sets that they come out with every now and then. Tyrantrum has had 2 cards plus a promo EX. That is wrong. That is wrong. That's evil, actually. That is straight up evil. 2? It's been how many years? 10, 11 since X and Y, and it has 2 whole cards to its name? Why? Why? It was last seen in Forbidden Light? That is insane. Can't tell who this is. Is it Blossom? It might be the titular Blossom. Oh, it is, it is. Aerodactyls had some cool, illustration cards. Why do the other fossils get nothing? Hey, Blossom, we were just talking about you, friend. We were just talking about you. All positive things, don't worry. Aurorus also only has 2 cards and a promo EX. That is diabolical. I knew Tyrantrum and Aurorus had very few cards, but I didn't realize it was only 2 and a promo card. Listen, if they don't get respect in some of these upcoming sets, especially after Legends comes out, after ZA comes out, I will cry. From Gen 4? Rhyperior? The Galar fossils, you have 4 to 5. Yeah, we just got the black and white set. Honestly, they should do the... They should give the Black Bolt White Flare treatment to every other gen. Do Gen 3. Do 4. Do 6. Like, make a card of every single Pokemon. Give it, like, the Sitting Cutie treatment, but for trading card. Because, yeah, we got Tortuga, Caracosta. They all had nice cards in the black and white set that just came out. I hope Mega Crobat happens. Crobat deserves so much. We have the technology. Yeah, we did see from, I think it was the most recent Japanese trailer, you can change out the zones to have different environments. So you can either have like a grassy zone, or you could change it to sand, and they had a Sandile that were spawning in the sand. So maybe they will have like an ice zone and other different environments. I wonder how we'll get the fossils in Legends. It's not like they're gonna appear the same way they did in PLA in the distortions. Hello, Palkia. Fancy meeting you here. Yeah, that does kind of, very reminiscent of the Heart Gold Soul Silver Safari Zone. And I wondered this yesterday, but what type of resource, if any, do you think... Do you have to, like, offer something to change it to a specific environment? And are they all going to be the same level in the same place? Here, I got the screenshots. Let me post them. We can take a look. There's one. Here's two. Oh, sorry, Garbodor. I didn't mean to ruin your big moment. So it's the same area. But one is clearly grass and looks, you know, like a normal park, and the other one clearly has Machop and Numel and Sandile. It's the exact same park. There's nobody there if you change it to the sand. Look at Machop. Machop's just having a little vibe. That model looks updated, actually. Did they update Machop's model? It looked a little updated to me. Yeah, let me post the sewer screenshot. This, again, no catacombs. Not a bunch of bones, at least I don't think there are. But here is our confirmation that we can explore the sewers at least. Look at Patrat in the background. Klefki. That's honestly, that's one of the coolest looking areas they've revealed so far. That is extremely cool. Another surprising TCG absence is Hoenn Zigzagoon. Only 6 cards, 3 of which were from Ruby Sapphire era sets. Damn. Poor Zigzagoon. Hoenn Zigzagoon and Linoon would be fun shiny set cards too, honestly. Yeah, is there gonna be a random NPC that we, have to talk to or something to for the fossils? GG's! I love beating Palkia. I do enjoy a good Palkia beatdown. GG.
Soul Rock.
Well, that would make Martin happy. Martin is with us in spirit. Yeah, that would be fun if you could find the fossils in the sewers. Maybe somebody, like, threw a big package or something away and you can dig through it and find stuff. That would be sick. Oh, Palkia, all you do is waste love balls, my friend. Also, shout out to getting both Vileplume and Blossom in the same run. That has happened. We've had... I think we got Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff the other day, so that keeps happening. There's a lot of Pokemon trainers that have had just one card or no card at all. Oh, I believe it. I think the Kalos fossils could be available through Hoopa's portals. Honestly, chat, we're probably gonna get into data mine season soon. It is mid-September. So... I'm definitely curious to see what the Pokedex looks like, because that'll answer our questions. Like, if Tyrantrum's in there, then we would know. Lorelei has no English cards. Ugh. Yeah, a lot of, characters got cards, but they're Japanese only, like the Versus series. Bryce, Karen, Lance. Okay, this is Tapu Koko. My only fairy type left. Yeah, I can't imagine there's any Gen 6 Pokemon that... Again, it's such a small dex. Every time I go back and I look at the Kalos Pokedex, I'm like, damn. There really is like 5 guys here. It is such a little Pokedex. Tortuga? Yeah, I don't mind Tortuga. I think a turtle fossil is a bit on the boring side, but it's a perfectly fine Pokemon. Yeah, chat, we might need PK Hex and the hackers. Maybe they can get the Mega Stones for... Maybe they can get the Mega Stones for Chestnut, Greninja, and Delphox. That would be goated. What's up, Justin? We have fought Guzzlord, and then we just fought Palkia, and won. And now we have Tapu Koko. I have a fondness for Archeops, too. I think Archeops is fun. Although I wish it was not such a terrible competitive Pokemon. Unfortunately, a lot of fossils are quite bad. I feel like Dracovish was the first one where it's like, we actually tried to make it strong this time. Yeah, Defeatist is honestly an evil ability. I don't know why Game Freak thought that would be a fun ability to add to the game. What if there was an ability that just made the Pokemon dog shit? Perfect. Great idea. We're adding a new ability. It's called Stupid Idiot. They get -2 in every stat. Have fun! Poor Regigigas. Not a single Pokemon in PLA had an ability except one. There's nothing even remotely like, why not just let Regigigas run free? Why did they have to shackle him? Let the guy have some fun for once. Tyrant, Tyrantrum, Amora, Aurorus, Carbink, Xerneas, Evital, and Mythicals are the non-confirms for Gen 6. I mean, that makes sense, although... Where's our boy Carbink at? We gotta bink it up. Carbink spawning in, ZA seems like, where are you gonna have Carbink spawn? Like, it's such a cave Pokemon. Where are we gonna find the Binks at? You pulled your Mega Evolutions chase card at pre-release? Oh, nice! I kind of want to gamble, chat. Alright, that did not pay off. Alright, fool me once. Damn. That's not gonna help against Tapu Koko. No offense, Slowbro. Yeah, I think the only mythical we have confirmation on is Hoopa. You know how in PLA you have that room, that little cave with Manaphy and a bunch of Fione? Maybe they'll have something similar, but for Diancie and Carbink, it's like Diancie in a room and there's just a bunch of Binks around. But again, like, where would that make sense in a big... in France? Where would that make sense exactly in Lumio City? I don't know. That trailer, that final Japanese trailer also showed Lumio's tower glowing with mysterious energy. That's pretty sus. What's Clement up to? What are you doing in there, Clement? What's going on? Have a cave beneath the super expensive store? I don't remember when Darkrai and Shaman were confirmed. I don't think we're gonna see any of the gym leaders in from X and Y at all in ZA, and that's such a shame. I don't know how... to me, it seems like... And again, I know there's story spoilers, but I have read very few of them. So this is just me just speculating. But it's... I feel like Quasar put the big laser in Lumiose. And they're gonna fire it off. For what and why, I don't know. But to me, the Lumiose tower glowing like that was like, this is the ultimate, this is the big weapon, this is a big laser. Jet is gonna fire her laser. Yeah, I'd love to see Valerie, Olympia, Where's our beautiful illustration card for everyone's favorite gym leader, Ramos? And how do Xerneas and Evital come into play? Because we know Zygarde is doing Zygarde activities, being a dog, jumping on the roof, having fun. But where's Xerneas and Evital? I can't wait to hear the remix of their theme. Xerneas and Evital have such a great legendary theme. I'm so excited. Because I loved the remix they had for Giratina's theme in PLA. I loved it. It was so good. And X and Y has great music. There's a lot of remixes I'm excited to hear. Oh, is that Mr. Palpitoad? The Palpy?
Somehow returned.
Somehow, Palpitoad has returned. We're back to the area between Gym 1 and 3. Yeah, X and Y take a while to get to areas that are very interesting. I agree. I think the most interesting areas in Kalos are mid-game. Like, I love the swamp where you can find Goomy. That route where all the punks are at, and there's like that abandoned building with Klefki is a great spot. I mean, Xerneas and Evital are in ZA, Chad. Don't worry about that. They're in there. I don't know exactly what they'll do, but they're in there. October 16th is when the game comes out, so we're getting close. We're getting so close. Honestly, this is gonna probably be a packed group of months, especially for Pokemon. Because we have Champions coming up, the DLC, Pokopia. And then February is when we'll learn about Gen 10, which that still feels crazy. Yeah, that's true. Xerneas and Evital were left out of Scarlet and Violet. That's a good point. The Gen 6 legendaries were mysteriously not in there. Honestly, that was a huge tell. The fact that none of them were in there is like, that's weird. That's suspicious. A second DLC? I mean, who knows? Alright, Palpy. Welcome aboard. Yeah, Xerneas and Evital just pull up in the middle and they're like, what is going on? DLCs have been coming in twos. That's true. And remember, they consider the Legends games mainline Pokemon. I know some people refer to them as spin-offs, but they're not. They are not. Yeah, who's gonna give away the gen? Oh, you said the legend. Emma just casually has Xerneas. She's like, oh yeah, here. Guns as key items. I feel like that's what Pocopia is for. Honestly, Pocopia having a bunch of base building and farming and stuff makes me a little sad because I always thought that'd be a great fit in the mainline games. Like, bring back something like secret bases. I mean, I love secret bases. That was such a fun idea for Gen 3. But you know Game Freak, it's like... Well, this is a Gen 3 gimmick, so it can't ever be used ever again. If forbidden. Ooh, good burn. Look how big Palpitoad is. Get him, Palpy. They had a gun in the Fire Emblem game. I completely tuned out at that point, so I didn't even notice. Yes, Kyurem and they're all in Scarlet Violet. I've seen Kyurem White and Black in Terra raids. GG's. Gonna have connectivity with home? I don't think so. That would be fun though if it did, if Pocopia had connectivity with home and you could catch like interesting or unique Pokemon from there and use them in other games. But I don't think they're gonna do that. Alright, am I free of Tapu Koko after 800,000 years? I am. Hey! Better late than never, right? No way! Tapu Koko! At long last! How did I feel? I felt that one. I felt it. I felt that shiny. I knew it was gonna happen. I felt it in my jimmies. No way! I finally have all the Tapus! Oh my goodness. Oh my god, what a great shiny. Better late than never. No way. Tapu Koko, you know what? Get on over here. Get over here, you rascal. Oh my god. No way. Another one down. No way. Oh, it's beautiful. We gotta take him outside. All the Tapus are finally done. I just need the UBs and Solgaleo and we're done with Gen 7. Oh, look at this shiny. Oh, that's so cool. Shiny Tapu Koko is like a bit creamsicle colored. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. That eliminates Fairy and Electric from the pool too. They're gone. We're not gonna get any more Fairy or Electric Pokemon because it was all Tapu Koko. Wow. That's amazing. Better late than never, Tapu Koko. Wow. So let's see, when did I get my first Tapu? There's Finny. Okay, I think Lele was the first one. I got Lele in 2022. I got Tapu Lele in 2022. That is so funny. We got Finny. When did I get Finny? I got Finny in 2022. Where's Bulu? Oh, I passed Bulu. Apologies, Tapu Bulu. Yeah, I got all three Tapus in 2022, and it took this long to get Coco. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. I finally got Coco. What a great set of legendary shinies. That's so exciting. And they're all in Pokeballs that are nice. Well, you know what that means, chat. $834. Boom. Alright, let me add it to my living dex. Oh, this is gonna be so satisfying. Oh, Tapu Koko completes a whole row. That's so satisfying. Yeah, Coco wanted to be fashionably late. Alright, I'm missing... Well, Cosmog and Cosmoem are locked. I just need Solgaleo, Nihilego, Celesteela, and Guzz. And then Poipole and Naga at some point, somewhere. Oh yeah, I didn't check the nature. What's the nature? Naughty. Not the greatest nature roll, but I can't complain. You know what? That's actually extremely appropriate. Tapu Koko is naughty, keeping me waiting for 3 years. That's actually character appropriate. The game's having a little laugh, a little goof. Alright, well, I don't know if I can top shiny Tapu Koko, but... let's go again. Yeah, that nature is actually extremely fitting. Naughty Tapu Koko. I can't believe I finally got it. I felt it. There's sometimes you just feel a shiny about to happen, and it happens. What's up, Dorito? I felt it in my jimmies. In my Jim Jams. Man, if I could just grab Solgaleo and the rest of the UBs. What else am I missing from Gen 7? Let's see. A Psychic type, okay. Honestly, there's a good amount of Gen 7 Pokemon that I could get done fairly easy. Oh, you did some chain fishing and got Dragalge and Relicanth shiny? Nice. I love chain fishing. That's one of my favorite shiny hunting methods. I just got shiny Tapu Koko. We finally have shiny 834. It's been 1,000 years. I'm missing Marini, Salandit, Wimpod, Sandygast, Null, Savali, Togedemaru, and Bruxish. Most of those are very doable. I can't believe it. Wow. what happens with DAs when you catch all the legendaries. I think it just resets. It just brings everybody, all the legendaries back, but you can't catch them. Wouldn't it be amazing if you caught all the legendaries, it, like, you had new game legendary plus? No, you got DC. That's... You hate to see it. I don't know why that happens so much with these. I don't think we're gonna see Professor Sycamore at all in ZA. They didn't want to give him a new model. Oh, that's such a huge pickup. I'm so happy with that. That had to be several hundred for Tapu Koko. We fight Tapu Koko on here all the time. Again, I really wish I had the foresight to start counting when I started Dynamax Adventures. We're definitely in the hundreds for Koko. I think we're in the hundreds for basically everybody left. AZ. I wonder, is our player character even gonna have parents? It looks like they come in by train. Maybe they don't even have, like... parental units. Yeah, the protag does look like Sycamore. The rival resembles him too. Okay, Psychic. I was like, I already forgot we were fighting. Sharing Mega Evolution research with Sada Turo. That would actually be cute. I'd love to see a reference to Sada and Turo in ZA. $72 Kyurem, $58 Finny. Nice, not bad. Fighting Glass Bones, Paper Skin, Sharpedo over here. Sharpedo did not appreciate my comment. Sharpedo did not appreciate that comment I just had about it. It's been so long since I fought the rest of the Tapus. I don't even remember if any of them were particularly difficult. I want to say no. I think all the Tapus are pretty easy in Dynamax. Waiting for a gullible sightseeing tourist. Yeah, how are we gonna get involved in the plot? Are we just gonna like stumble into Emma or something and she's gonna be like, "You look like a main character. Let me tell you more. Come to AZ's hotel." Also, heads up chat, ads are about to play, but we're just fighting Sharpedos, so nobody's gonna be missing much. I don't know, what Is AZ gonna give us the starters and then maybe Mabel gives us the Kalos starter? Although that will hurt extra now, considering we know we can't Mega Evolve them in the game. Who is that? Is that a Molga? Yeah, I think it's a Molga. I would love to see one of the Pika clones get a Mega Evolution. I mean, I guess we got Raichu, but like, what about Dedenne? Has anyone ever considered Mega Emolga? What about Mega Plusle? Honestly, I'm surprised they haven't done, Mimikyu yet. I like Emolga a lot. It's such a cute little Pokemon. I do wish I had a better shiny though. The one downside of Emolga, you know shiny Pachirisu, unfortunately. Don't want to think about how Mega Plusle and Minun would work. I would want them... Ooh, unfortunate. Alright, Emolga, I need you to chill. I would want them to be cracked. It's Lugia? Okay, so Emolga is a good pickup then. Clang also is not terrible either, and Golurk is pretty decent. Golurk is just a solid, great Dynamax Mon. I got nothing negative to say about Golurk. That guy's always putting the team on his back. I respect that. Lairon has 2 whole teeth in its entire mouth. See, look at that. Golurk doesn't care. Ooh, unfortunate static. Golurk cares a little bit about that. Golurk unfortunately cares a little bit about that. Alright. So Lugia is our destination Pokemon. You know what, Emolga? We'll catch you. Again, I wish we had a nice brown Pokeball. Like a chocolate Pokeball or something like that. We'll just have to settle for Luxury Ball. I really hope we get a few new Pokeballs in Gen 10. That's one of the things I would love to see the most. Dirt Ball. It's colored like a Minecraft grass dirt block. what kind of Pokeballs would I want them to add? My dream is for, like, gemstone Pokeballs. Like Peridot or Obsidian. I think an Obsidian Pokeball would go extremely hard. Or like a Pearlescent Pokeball or Amethyst. Something like that. I think gemstones would be beautiful. Yeah, I want some new colors. Even if they don't have like a specific aesthetic. I would just love to see some new Pokeballs. Bink balls. They're all Carbink themed. And imagine a Pokeball that looks like, you know, those fancy pants, like gemstone bookends that people have. You could buy in like a bookstore. Bookstores always sell those. Like, imagine that, but on the top of a Pokeball. That'd be amazing. I'll just go for Charge Beam. I'll pass it since I'm low HP. Yeah, I'm fond of Carbink as well. It's just a cute little... I love the one-stage Pokemon. You know, your Smeargles, your Carbinks, your Cryogonals, stuff like that. Sigilyph. I love those Pokemon. Only if it's the only Pokeball in your bag. That would be exploited so quickly. Ooh, Beast Ball, nice. Speaking of Pokeballs, they just released the Fancy Pants Moon Ball by, what is it, the Wand Company? If they were cheaper, I would be tempted. I love the Moon Ball. That's such a classic. But it's $109, and that's... oof. That's a bit of an oof. Yeah, there's a level in new Pokemon Snap that has a bunch of, like, Natu, Xatu, Golurk, a bunch of ancient, kind of mysterious Pokemon. Sigilyph would fit right in there. That's such a great final level. I gotta play new Snap again. Yeah, it's great. It really is a really... It is a quality spin-off game. It's also the nicest looking Pokemon game on the Switch. It's a very charming, pleasant game. Ooh, nice. Good heal. It's got great Pokemon variety, too. It's got, like, Meganium and... Alligators in there, too. It's got Bufalon, Pichu. It's got so much variety. GG's. Time for Lugia to waste another love ball on me. Lug, we've also been waiting a long time for you, my friend. I got Ho-Oh in 15 runs, like, 3 years ago, my friend. Come on. We're waiting. Come home. Lugia, come home. Gary, come home. Aww. I got a little teeny tiny bit excited for a second. Damn. Gary, come home. Alright, GG's, let's go again. Haven't seen Azelf tonight yet, haven't seen Articuno. Yeah, back-to-back shinies that I've been waiting so long on would have been nutso. I would have popped off. Alright, well the lobby fills, chat. I'm gonna get up for a second. I'll be right back. You know, that old woman that had Gary was actually, like, kind of terrifying to me as a child. Kind of scary, not gonna lie. Alright, let's see who we run into next. Netflix is working on a live-action My Hero. Why? See, we have the Demon Slayer movie making $70 million plus, and then Netflix is like, how about more live action slop? A Dragon. So this could be Latios, Guzzlord, Zygarde, or Palkia. Of course, the fairy it gives us is Mr. Mime. Who's that up there? It's Guzzlord. Oh my god. Alright. The Dynamax gods are having a little laugh right now. Live action Dragon Ball. I saw that movie in theaters. My favorite part is when he comedically slides over the bully jock's sports car. That's my favorite part. Yeah, that old lady is honestly one of SpongeBob's scariest characters. Hey, at least I didn't see the live-action Avatar: The Last Airbender in theaters. No, the episode where Gary goes missing and he's with that, like, really creepy old lady. Gary, come home. Somebody brought a Frostmoth in VGC. That was kind of wacky to see. Somebody genuinely brought a Frostmoth to a VGC event. Did they win? Yes? I can't remember. I was gonna see who won. I see my boy Victor made it, but couldn't quite win. Keep rooting for him to win. But he always comes up shy. There is no live action Avatar in Bossing Say. My favorite part is the Azula sequel bait at the end. I love when movies sequel bait and they never get a sequel. There's nothing funnier than that. It's like, aw, you guys thought you were actually gonna get a sequel. That's so cute. What am I looking up? Victory Road. Oh, the guy I saw, the guy that won, I remember he was on stream. An Italian won. There's a lot of Pokemon, Italian Pokemon players. Talking about SpongeBob gave us Pinhead Larry. It did. Aragon. Wow, what a blast from the past Aragon is. That song had a good Avril Lavigne, or that movie had a good Avril Lavigne song in it, I should say. Has Tyler decided on a Pokemon team yet? I don't think so. Honestly, I haven't either. He's not alone in that. I have not figured out a team either. I'm surprised they give 15 PP for Shadow Ball instead of just 10. Oh, the Italian player that won had Blood Moon on his team. It's crazy how both regular Ursaluna and Blood Moon are so strong. I cannot think of another Pokemon line where they were like, okay, you're gonna be extremely powerful. Okay, we're gonna give you another form, and you're also going to be extremely powerful. Unheard of. Yeah, to be honest, I haven't even really decided what starter I want to take. Obviously, Totodile is my favorite starter, but I've seen artist renditions of the leaked description, and I'm not thrilled about it. So I don't really know. I don't know. Man, if somebody gets ice up, I can set up Aurora Veil. That would be pretty spicy. A lot of people brought Alolan Ninetales to the VGC event in Germany. Serena. What is that? I almost said Sandile. Sandaconda. Hey, there were a few King Gambits. This is a previous regulation that they're using for now. There's no mythicals and no legendaries. You want to use some different Pokemon for ZA? Yeah, I do too. I definitely want to use a few Pokemon that I've never used before in a playthrough. I was thinking maybe something like Florges. I've never used Flabébé. Who else? Who else could I use? I've used Hawlucha. I've used all the starters before. I've used Chikorita, Totodile about 1 billion times. I have done a playthrough of Gen 5 with Emboar. I in particular want to use Kalos Pokemon. I was so excited to use Chestnut, but I mean, I still can. I would think so. I've used Goomy. I've used Talonflame before. I've used Furfrou. Yeah, Gen 1 has a ton of wicked fast Pokemon. Electrode, Jolteon, Aerodactyl. Those boys fast as frick. I can't think of any more Kalos Pokemon. I gotta look at a list. Who have I not used? Oh, maybe I'll use Pyroar. I have never used Litleo or Pyroar before. Maybe I'll have to add Pyroar to the squad. I could use Diggersby to make chat angry. That would be funny. Trevenite. Brand new Pokemon, hasn't been revealed. Trevenant and Gourgeist. Either of those would be fun. I've used Aegislash before, competitively. Pangoro might be kind of sick, honestly. Maybe I could use Pangoro. I've used Esper and Meowstic many times. Although Esper is one of my favorite Gen 6 Pokemon. So maybe I'll just use Esper again, just for the love of the game. Want to use Slurpuff? Yeah, Aromatisse and Slurpuff are definitely options. Yeah, Clawitzer, Dragalge. Dragalge might be a fun one. Dedenne could be fun. I would love to use Carbink. I've never used Avalugg. Ooh, Barbaracle. I mean, we use Barbaracle time to time in Dynamax Adventures. Honestly, a lot of those Gen 6 Pokemon are in here. Pangoro is, Talonflame is. Dedenne is in here. Klefki is in here. Trevenant is in here. Gourgeist is in here. Tyrantrum and Aurorus are both in here. Damn, there's a ton. A Heliolisk is in here. Malamar is in here. There is a boatload of Gen 6ers in Dynamax Adventures. Hello, Palkia. Boo hiss. I have used Goodra. I used Goomy in my very first playthrough of X. Yeah, hopefully the link cable item returns from PLA so we can just use it on our trade evolution Pokemon, so that's not a huge deal. Because, yeah, that does eliminate things like Trevenant, Gorgai, Slurpuff, Aromatisse. If you don't want to bother trading them. So, hopefully the link cable item will, in fact, be back. Yeah, you gotta assume that they're bringing it back. Which I wish they would make that item permanent in every game. I really wish they'd make it permanent. Ooh, good crit. Okay, we will set up the hail. Hail, not snow. I wanted to lower its defense first. I think that was one of the first things that got leaked about ZA. The leaker said that they ran into a shiny Stunfisk and confirmed that the shiny Chime is back. Jeez, I wish we had a healer. I'm gonna go for another Phantasm. So yeah, I think the shiny Jingle, the Jingle Jangle will be back. I think shiny hunting in ZA, I mean the game's not out yet, this is just speculation, but everything is so flat. I feel like shiny hunting is gonna be a bit easier. Like there's no hills or... The city looks like it's very flat, so you can easily spot a shiny if it's on the same level as your character is. Make it a little bit easier. I genuinely think they didn't add it to Scarlet and Violet because they thought shiny hunting was too easy. Heal? No dice. Come on, Frostlass. Yeah, that's why people use the term Shalfa, shiny alpha, Shalfa. I'm pretty sure it's still busted on Switch too, with how many Pokemon spawn. Ooh, a luxurious Frostlass. Man, why can't you slash me? Go for slash on me. I'm a ghost. Okay, you know we're getting Palkia down when Aqua Tail comes out. You think for early release of Scarlet Violet, it's good they didn't include it? Imagine getting this out for one of the spawns in the mountain you can't reach. You know, maybe that's another reason they didn't include it. Oh, you hear the shiny sound? Oh, it's coming from inside the wall. Good night, Galaxy. Have a good one. Damn, the bodies are hitting the floor now. Ow. Oh, we're so close. No! No, the hail stopped! No! We could have won right then and there! Oh no! Oh no. We had a round like this yesterday. I think it was against Palkia of all Pokemon, where it got down to like a sliver and beat us anyway. Ooh, if it attacks me, it's GG. Oh, Frostlass lives! Come on! No! No! Shit. It had to attack Marshtomp with that. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Damn. Oh, that's soul crushing. That is soul crushing. Damn. They are really short on priority in Dynamax Adventures. All we needed was like a quick attack. And we could have won. Damn. Oh, that sucks. It's always Palkia delivering the soul-crushing blows. I swear, it's always Palkia. Palkia ain't no pal of ours. Ooh, good selection. I know Meryl and Azumarill are Gen 2, but you see them so often in Gen 3 that I do think of like Slateport. The beach on Slateport with Azumarill and... Same thing with Skarmory. Skarmory is a Gen 2 Pokemon, but I think of it spawning the most in Gen 3. Okay, a Psychic. So again, this could be Latios, Latios, Solgaleo, Lugia, or Azelf. Alcremie's over there, but Galvantula... Galvantula's decent. Yeah, people think Skarmory is Gen 3. Well, Skarmory is an exclusive to Silver. And then you only get it when you hit Blackthorn, which is the 8th gym in the game. I would have used Skarmory if it wasn't exclusive to Silver in my Gold playthrough. I think Skarmory is pretty swell. I'm a fan of that steel bird. Great shiny, too. I actually really like Skarmory shiny. Yeah, what is this percentage? I still have my Johto map up. It's just a tab I always have open. Look. Skarmory. Fine. Yeah, Skarmory is a 5% in Silver. And then in Crystal, you can only find it in the morning and afternoon. They took it away so you can't find it at night in Crystal. And it's 5% in Crystal, too. You can actually find Donphan on that route in Crystal. Unique. Do people think Dhelmise is a Gen 8 Pokemon? He's rare in Gen 8 too, isn't he? I seem to remember getting Dhelmise in Shield. And it's a pretty rare spot. Isn't it like right outside of Spikemouth or before you get to Marnie's town? That patch of grass there. I actually remember getting Dhelmise in both of those gens. Dhelmise is just such a sick Pokemon. I remember when I run into it. Dhelmise is just that anchor. I don't really like either of these options, to be honest. Yeah, Dhelmise is definitely one of Gen 7's best Pokemon. I want to say I remember looking for Dhelmise, and I remember the similar area looking for Lapras. I want to say Lapras was a rare spawn in Sun and Moon. I've seen some really cool fake megas of Dhelmise where it turns into like a ghost ship. Or perhaps it was an evolution, I can't remember, but either way, it was very cool. Lapras is a rare fishing spawn in the area you find Dhelmise and Sword Shield. That's funny. They're linked together. Ooh, that would be a good Gigantamax too, yeah. Missed opportunity! Yeah, I remember looking for Lapras. If you play Scarlet and Violet, you might not realize it, but Lapras is typically a very rare spawn. Or a Pokemon you can only get from an NPC in Gen 1 or on Friday in Gen 2. Slowbro has a tiny little sliver left. This is too soon, Slowbro. This is insensitive to the Palkia match we just had. Probably should have used a dive ball for Slowbro. Yeah, we actually do have a priority move on the team. Can you believe it? Dang, I kind of got beat up in that match. Where's Galvantula's Mega? Out of all the Gen 5 Pokemon, I think Galvantula's a great choice. A lot of good bugs in Gen 5 that I'd love to see Mega Evolve. Galvantula is but one of them. What's up, Otter? I picked up a shiny Tapu Koko tonight, so I'm pretty happy with that. Oh hey, here's another bug Pokemon I'd love to see get a Mega Evolution. Gen 4 is pretty sparse for Megas. What's up, Yeti? Every Mega they've revealed so far is either Gen 1 or Gen 6. Did they plan that on purpose? Is that intentional, or is that just how the cookie crumbled? Man, depending on where you get Torchic, man, I'm dead. Dang. Bug on bug violence. Depending on when you get Torchic, I'd be very tempted to use Mega Blaziken. Mega Blaziken is one of my favorite Megas. I just love Blaziken overall. You don't like the Mega Raichus? I definitely don't know how to feel about them yet. I wouldn't blame anybody for not liking them. Dang, what? Why does this keep happening? She lives with like 1 HP and gets a big attack off. Awkward designs. They're interesting to say the least. There's just kind of a lot going on with both of them. I wish they were more Raichu than Pikachu. They're very strange. They're very strange. Yeah, they're definitely more. They feel Pikachu, more Pikachu inspired. I wish one of them had a different body type. Like, you know, Gorochu's a big old lad. Gorochu's a thick boy. I wish we had one that was more Gorochu shaped. And I don't know how I feel about the physical and special differences between them, and who knows if they'll even be competitively viable. And what are their shinies gonna look like? Like, what are they gonna do for the shinies? Are they gonna be like original Raichu colored? Is that what they're gonna do? Is it gonna be like the Galarian birds? Where they're shiny. Oh, hey, it's Azelf. What's up, Azelf? Where the shiny is just the original color of the base Pokemon. Yeah, I think Alolan Raichu is still way better. I am still in Alolan Raichu's corner. Yeah, why did they go with Raichu? I mean, I love Raichu. I think it's a great Pokemon that gets overshadowed by Pikachu a ton, but Alolan Raichu is great. Like, it did have a good form that I feel like most people like. Honestly, I would have liked to have seen Hoopa or something get a Mega. I mean, maybe it'll happen. We don't know what Megas the DLC will bring yet. If Mega Flygon doesn't happen in the DLC, that's gonna be... What can you even do at that point? If you're a big Flygon stan. Yeah, what makes Diglett so special? I've always wondered that. Like, Meowth I always felt like made sense because it's a franchise mascot. At least it was when Team Rocket was around. But, like, what about Diglett? Why does Diglett need an Alolan form and Wugtrio and Wiglet? GG. Was that really necessary? for Flygon fans. Yeah, I think Alolan Raichu is perfect the way it is. I think 3 megas for one Pokemon is too much. We gotta draw the line somewhere. What about... There's so many better... I don't know. There's still so many Pokemon without a Mega. Speaking of a Pokemon I don't think needs a Mega, I saw somebody say that we should get Mega Slowking in Mega Dimensions. It's like, I'm good. As Slowking's one of my favorite Pokemon, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm alright. What's another Mega everybody clamors for? Luxray. People have always wanted a Mega Luxray. Again, Gen 4 just doesn't have a lot of, Megas or anything. Good night, Mimikyu. Have a good one. Yeah, would they do the opposite of, Mega Slowbro? The shell would be on top. It would just be all shell with little feet hanging out. Yeah, when are the Gen 4 starters ever gonna get anything? We had 2 back-to-back Gen 4 games, and Infernape, Torterra, and Empoleon got diddly jack squat. Oh, it's Nihilego! No way. And I have Diggersby. Excellent. This is gonna work out. Yeah, they've never really touched the EVs. I feel like the EVs are very similar to Pikachu, where they don't want to. But who knows? Maybe that'll change at some point. And then which evolution would you even do? Do you just pick one? Do you do a set like Leafeon or Glaceon? Yeah, Zatu's weird floating model just looks terrible. Yeah, I get wanting a regional instead of a mega, because megas are so temporary. At least regionals stick around. Yeah, I bet you're right. If they ever did do it, it would be Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon. The OG3. Or it would be like Sylveon. We did a lot of damage to this Xatu. Wow, why are you trying to confuse Skunk Tank so bad, Xatu? What's up with that? Rude. It didn't even matter because Skunk Tank didn't get fooled by your tricks. Be kinda neat if the eyes on Xatu's chest blinked. Jeez, that was overkill. GG's. Sorry, Xatu. I still think Xatu would have been a great candidate for a really neat Totem Pole Gigantamax. But that didn't happen. Honestly, there's a few Pokemon that were given Gigantamaxes that probably means they're not going to get Megas, like Machamp, but I wish I could, like, get rid of the Gmax. Do we want to Whisk Swampert? I don't know. We have a few weaknesses, especially it also has Blizzard. I feel like it's too risky. Our whole team is basically weak to Swampert in one way or another. This is a terrible selection of items, ma'am. I picked up shiny Tapu Koko tonight, so any other shinies would just be a nice bonus. Yeah, Tapu Hot Cocoa finally shined. After 500 years. Go for stomping. Yeah, Charizard, Gengar got both. You have 2 shiny Sceptiles. Could bring one into ZA and Mega Evolve it. Yeah, you know what? Where's Mega Haxorus? I feel like Haxorus gets denied all the time. Even though it's a Pokemon that I know a lot of people really like. And a Pokemon that tricked me as a child into thinking that it was a pseudo. Flygon denied. Oh, why'd I use a Premier Ball? Why Pokemon that go into ZA won't be able to go back to other games? Yeah, people have not been happy about that. Yeah, some people still probably think Haxorus is a pseudo. It's because it's dragon. Like, there's so many dragon pseudos that people just think it's a pseudo because of the typing. A Jellicent? Wow, we don't see Jellicent very often. Yeah, all dragons are pseudos. We haven't had a non-dragon pseudo since Metagross in Gen 3. If PLZA is considered a part of Gen 10 and the theories are right about Gen 10 removing IVs, that might be a way. That's why they're not gonna allow backwards compatibility any longer. Ooh. Maybe. What? That if they get rid of IVs, how do you differentiate Pokemon? If that rumor is true. Yeah, 540. Yeah, how do you have individual, like, IVs help make Pokemon feel different? it's been such a core part. Like, even before IVs, you still had... Gen 1 and 2 still had, like, systems in place. The Gen 2 way it works is very weird, but... that it's also such a simplification. Yeah, before IVs, there were DVs. Yeah, some people have speculated because it's of the new languages that they've added to ZA. Yeah, just because they're separating competitive, like, don't gut what makes Pokemon Pokemon. Like, if I don't want them to dumb it down. I already think Pokemon is pretty easy to understand. Like, having ways to change IVs, I think, would help. Like, having a rusty bottle cap if you want, you know, a Trick Room Pokemon with no speed. I think they could introduce items to make it even more accessible, but getting rid of it entirely seems drastic. A little extreme. But at the same time, like, I don't know, I could believe it. I could see them doing that. If they were confident they'd update Home to help bridge those problems. Yeah, Pokemon Home is cooked software. I think Pokemon Home is so long overdue for a complete... either make Pokemon Home 2 or just a complete makeover. People certainly pay enough money for it. Like, that would mean I wouldn't be able to... I mean, who knows how egg hatching is gonna work in Gen 10. Hi, Nihiligo. But that means I wouldn't be able to hatch any more Shundos or anything fun like that. Like, hatching a Shundo is a very fun experience. I'd be sad if that was taken away. Yeah, poor Spinda. Gone but not forgotten. They've been dumbing down the whole system since PLA. Yeah, I do not like abilities not being in the game. Like, that's such a fun, fundamental part of Pokemon. The Unpheasant was shiny. Da 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 da. Oh geez, we already won. GG. I'm like, I wasn't even paying attention. We already won. See, that's why I love Nihiligo. GG's. Perfect. This all worked out. Ba-ba-dee-ba-ba-dee-ba. All right, let's see. No, 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 and no. All right. All right. Let's do a few more, chat. Also, ads are about to play, but we're literally in the lobby, so no one's gonna be missing anything. really hope egg hatching is better in Gen 10. I really did not enjoy what they did with it in Gen 9. I mean, we'll have a new food gimmick, whatever that will be. Hopefully picnics don't exist anymore. No more green screen plate. No more having to sit there for half an hour and have 2 different timers. Just give me a daycare woman to collect my eggs from and I'll be happy. Yeah, I really did not enjoy Gen 9 egg hatching. It's so bad. And you can't even check your timer either. You can't check your timer while you're in a picnic. It's such a awful system. An option to speed up the egg hatching process. Yeah, I would be down for something like that. There is absolutely a way they can make egg hatching a more enjoyable experience. We'll go after the ad is done playing so nobody misses anything. You won't be sad, neither will I. It's just so boring. Like, that's why I haven't hatched eggs in Scarlet in years, because it is just such a boring chore. I don't think it's not fun to play, to do for me, and I can't imagine it's fun to watch. What's up, Cacturn? I know, we need a yellow Pokeball. Or gold. I think gold would be cool. I've said this a lot before, but hatching eggs in Gen 9 really feels like it's part of a mobile game that they want you to pay money for to speed it up, but there's no... The only thing you pay with is your own time. Yeah, I hatched Shiny Quaxley and Fuecoco, and then I just couldn't handle it anymore. I could not go on. So I'll pick a... And they're in Pokeballs, too. This was before you could get them in unique balls. So I'll just do it in, like, Gen 10. You know, there's no rush. There's still countless Pokemon that are still shiny locked. Nobody has a complete shiny living dex. It's impossible. There's no rush. Yeah, they made it unbelievably tedious. And I've seen some people claim, like, oh, but it's so convenient. You can do it everywhere. And it's like, I just don't get that argument. Okay, we're fighting a steel type. Oh, boy. So this is Solgaleo or Celesteela? I hope it's Solgaleo. Again, the fact that you just cannot check your timer while you're in a picnic. You can't change your boxes either. So I've had where I've hatched eggs and then realized, oh shit. I'm in the wrong box. And what if, you know, after all your egg collecting, you already get the shiny? It's like you just, unless you want a dupe. It's just such a time-wasting way to do it. Like, maybe this is maybe the Mankey's paw would curl, but The idea of like an incubator from Pogo, I feel like could work if done correctly. You named it Silver? Nice. What a beautiful name for a beautiful octillery. Yeah, no mass release unless you use Pokemon Home. Which even then, they limit you to 100, so you can't even mass... If you did a huge egg hatching, you can't even mass release them all in one sitting. You have to save and quit and come back. Mass release should just be a part of every Pokemon game now. The fact that they goad you into paying for Home to use... Well, it's free. You don't have to pay, but I feel like that's what they want you to do. That's what they want you to do. They want you to pay for Home. When are you gonna get a form, Durant? You and Heatmore. Yeah, they added that to PLA. I wonder if that feature's back for ZA. I hope it is. That should just be a standard thing in every Pokemon game. It's unbelievably frustrating that it's not. Also, increase the box sizes. If Gen 10 continues to give us the same pitiful amount of boxes, I'm going to be pissed. Yeah, Durant could evolve. It could. I feel like 50 should be the standard. They should give everybody 50 boxes. Like, it's ridiculous that I'm almost out of box space in Scarlet. Like, there's so many Pokemon now, like, just give us more boxes. It doesn't have to be like this, Game Freak. They only give us 24. I don't want to imagine that world. Go, Piloswine. $2.99 per box. Don't even joke, lad. I mean, again, it's like the picnic stuff, hatching eggs. It feels like there should be a punchline where you have to buy like 100 Poke Coins to unlock more. It feels like a poorly cobbled together mobile game where you'd have to pay more for more boxes, etc. But you can't. Pokemon Home is a really well-made game. Ilka, is that you? Well, I feel like we run into Chinchino all the time. This is such a common Dynamax mon. I mean, they. What do you think they're working on right now? Home like, do they just work on Pokemon Home all the time? That's gonna be so boring. What do they do in their day-to-day ongoings in the office, Ilka? I'd love to be a fly on the wall. Where's a housefly Pokemon, Game Freak? Oh, I didn't realize this was Quagsire. Oh, no. The Pocket event has a new Quagsire thing, and they look like SpongeBob and Patrick. Claude-sire and Quagsire. Home needs some serious filter search options. I don't know why that is such a rare thing for so many games. It's like, just bring up a little box where I can just type in something and search it. Why is this difficult? So many games do that. It's like, just let me sift through my pile of items or my Pokemon or, you know, whatever. It'd be one thing if Pokemon, you know, was a Steam game when you could go to Nexus and download a bunch of mods. Wouldn't that be something? Yeah, I would love to know Home's profits too. I really wish they were forced to publish video game data the same way they do box office. Yeah, if you have the free version of Pokemon Home, it automatically sorts your Pokemon, whether you want it to or not for some reason. That still makes my blood boil. That still makes me upset. That was some BS. I knew it would be you, Celesteela. Alright. This is an interesting round. Let's see what we can do. Never gonna do that manually. I mean, you're right. There should be so many more options available to you. They did just like the bare minimum. That should be their company's we do the bare minimum. Because that's what it is. I've never liked Home's models either. The art in Home always felt kind of soulless to me. Home, I don't know, Home kind of reminds me of like the minimalist style that Pocket has. Very light, forgettable music, very bright colors. Yeah, it looks cheap. Yeah, that's why a lot of people don't like the new Mega art. People are saying that it looks very cheap. And I agree. Like, that Mega Dragonite 3D render is kind of criminal. Oh, that was beautiful. Bye-bye, Celesteela. Bye-bye. Can you join the next one? Yeah, go for it. These are open to everybody. Yeah, the Pokemon Home music does have backroom vibes. Why is that so accurate? It's so forgettable. It's like elevator music. Like, why can't we... This franchise has great music. Why can't we have some nice, you know, little tunes? Celesteela, am I free? No. You got a Rainbow Rare SB from Wonder Pick? Nice. I haven't seen diddly jack squat in Wonder Pick. My pocket Wonder Pick has been a wasteland. And again, maybe if Home was completely free, you know, that would be one thing. But they force people into a subscription fees for it. It's like, where's this money going? It's not going into the development of Pokemon Home. It is not reflecting that any money, it was given any budget or money at all. And I've played Pokemon Box Ruby Sapphire. You know, these types of things weren't always this bad. Ooh, this is an interesting selection. Dedenne, Marshtomp, Salazzle Dazzle. Okay. I just checked my Wonder Picks. They're all terrible. What a surprise. I'm really low on Pocket right now. My Secluded Springs pulls are just so bad. I have not pulled anything good from Secluded Springs. It's bumming me out. I hope this is a Lati. We haven't seen the Latis lately. Where are they? Don't be Zygarde. Or Guzzlord. Can be Guzzlord too, that's fine. I'd Wonder Picked 6 times. Let's see, what have I not bought yet? I just need the cover and the Quag and Claude playmat. And then I'm good. No Palk. No more Palkia, please. Yeah, Home has a little guide and it's just like the most soulless nothing burger character you've ever seen. Why are they so against giving these side games like a... Remember Bridget? I guess Home, what's his face? Professor... One of the Professor Oak clones. One with the green glasses. I guess he shows up if you do a thing. But Pocket doesn't have any, like, trainer representation either, and I just wonder why. Why is that? Boiled unseasoned chicken. With a side of the most flavorless, unseasoned mashed potatoes you've ever seen. No butter. No salt and pepper. No garlic. Nothing. Reminder, I do have a Discord if you get your own shinies or pull something neat in Pocket or in the TCG in real life. I always like seeing people's shinies and pulls. Alright, get Dreadnought out of here. What's up, Jaded? I picked up Shiny Tapu Koko, so pretty good, all things considering. And we've had good runs tonight. I think we lost a very close Palkia run. I got it in a Lux Ball, so all good. Nothing to complain about this time. Kalos didn't have a sub-legendary trio. I'm kind of okay with that. Especially after Gen 5 had 5 billion of them. I don't know. Should Kalos have had a sub-legendary trio? Yes, I got Tapu Koko tonight. Finally. After 100 years. I know somebody clipped it. I'll have to track down the clip and I'll post it in Discord. I'll have to update recent. There we go. There's the clip. Thank you, BBQ, for clipping that. Katarina's a... I wish we had like Kling Klang on the team. It's dmax. Oh yeah, I need to update the command, don't I? Gotta get Tapu Koko out of there. I know, it was very satisfying. It's been so long. I looked and I got all the other Tapus in 2022. If you can believe it. Okay, I found the command. Oh, it's always so satisfying to get rid of a Pokemon on here. That also eliminates Fairy and Electric type for me. So no more Fairies or Electric Mons will show up. Oh, you're having caffeine withdrawal headaches? That sucks. There we go. Okay, it's updated. We're good. No more Tapus on my list. $11 more Mons. I like Gmax Hatterene too. I think I like it more than Grimmsnarls. I saw an explanation as for what it nobody took it? Nobody took the Hatterene? Uh-oh. That's not good. I saw somebody explain what G-Max Hatterene was based on, and I was like, wow, that's actually really cool, but I can't remember the lore now. Sub the soda, the caffeine for tea, or... I think I have a few... I really like drinking sparkling ice. I think they have a few that have caffeine in them. Let me see if I can find... let's... Hatterene, D-Max. What was it based off of? I can't remember. Huh. Hatterene is classified as the silent Pokemon. Hatterene may be based on a hag. A type of fairy or witch with the appearance of an old woman. Often depicted as living in isolation in a cabin or hut in the woods. Such as Baba Yaga or the witch from Hansel and Gretel. Hatterene seems to represent neutral or benevolent aspects of witches as opposed to its counterpart Grimmsnarl, who appears to represent the malevolent aspects. That is so cool. They're great. Yeah, the blue raspberry is great. I like the non-caffeinated black raspberry, too. And they brought back my favorite flavor, ginger lime, which I get those on Amazon. Shout out to ginger lime. Great flavor. Its small body as the windows in its Gigantamax form resemble the common fairy tale motif of a girl locked away in a tower. In particular, due to its extremely long hair, it may be a... Oh, hi, Zygarde. It may be a reference to Rapunzel. That's it. It's supposed to be like a Rapunzel reference. Hatterene is... The holes in the head are the windows, and it's a little fairy locked in the tower. Zygarde, I didn't want to see you. I didn't even get to do anything. I tried to set up a sub. I tried. Yeah, Hatterene and Grimm both seem kind of, like they would kill you if they felt like it. Ooh, good freeze. I wish we had Hatterene on the team because then somebody could life do. Oh hey, my heal. My cheer healed everybody. Nice. The clutch reflect today is the clutch heal. Let's see if it actually works out. Yeah, Hatterene and Grimm both have great shinies too. I actually used both of them on my team when I played through this game for the first time. They were both- I used both of them. I know, supposedly we're not gonna get any more Mega trailers. That's so sad, I was really enjoying them. Alright, transformation time. You sense the presence of many. Yay, Dedenne is back in action. Why does it keep defaulting me down to Pokemon? Yeah, Zygarde is very tough. Yeah, we have to- oh. No. No. Okay, well, I saved my life there. The theories on the Mega Stones. I feel like it's too difficult to accurately predict who any of them could be. I've seen people make some guesses. I've seen people think Rillaboom, Cinderace, Centellion. I've seen people say... what was another one I saw? Mega Cryogonal. If they give the Gen 8 starters a Mega before Gen 4, that would honestly be kind of sad. They won't, Cactur, which is why I secretly, evilly hope it doesn't happen. For the lulz. You know what will happen, too. If it does get a Mega, it will not live up to the hype. There will be people that are like, we waited this long for Mega Flygon and they gave us this? I can see it. I can see it right now. Mega Vibrava. Alright. Alright, Zygarde. The Half-Life 3 of Megas. Evil. Evil, despicable creature you are, Zygarde. Again, speaking of Cryogonal, where's Cryogonal? Where's Jinx? Where's any of our usual ice friends? No, we got so close. Unless... Gastrodon with the waterfall W! That was the skin of our teeth. GG. Woo! That was so close. Wow, we've had a lot of close ones tonight. At least we managed to win this one instead of the Palkia outcome. But will Zygarde be minty fresh? Yeah, that heal was crucial. The freeze providing us a few turns was also very nice. Nope. 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 Minty fresh Zygarde? Just in time for PLZA? Aww. Why do I feel like Shiny Zygarde will show up after we, like, completely destroy it? Somebody will have Alolan Sandslash. Somebody will have Jinx. I'll have Cryogonal. It'll get absolutely owned, and then it'll be shiny. Alright, chat, let's do one more. And we just fought Zygarde, so hopefully it won't rain on our parade again. That's what happened to you? Yeah, it's not gonna be like a hard-fought battle that we barely win, so it'd be really satisfying to see it shiny. It's gonna be like an absolute beatdown. Yeah, Cacturn, I don't know why it has to take as long as it does. Thanks for the good luck. Alright, well, this is Articuno, Lugia, or Celesteela. I almost feel like it's mandated. Like they have to have a wait. Not for any particular reason other than that's just how Game Freak deems that it should be. Yeah, Solgaleo has been always betraying me as well. I have not gotten my red lion. Always the betrayer, that lion. Trio, trio, trio. We were talking about that earlier, Cacturn. I was like, where are they gonna have Carbink? Where would Carbink make sense? Alex the Lion. Ooh, we got a channel point prediction, chat. Throw down some Bidoof bucks. Do you think it's gonna be Articuno, Lugia, or Celesteela? Okay, I'm glad it hit either Krook. It needs to not hit Galvantula or Vileplume. That would hurt me too, considering Dougie's steel. Go Doug! Okay, that could have been worse. That could have been worse. Wow, over 41,000? That's crazy. Speaking of Gen 2, we're gonna finish the Retro Achievements Pokemon Gold playthrough this week. At least that's the goal. And then we'll probably have some more Dynamax adventures. As we wait, as we bide time until ZA's release. We're getting there. Yeah, just getting Raikou, Entei, and Suicune as roamers, not shiny hunting them. Took forever. Somebody take this, please. I mean, hey, Dynamax Adventures is giving me years of content. I can't be upset, even when we inevitably get all the shinies out of here. Who's the electric? Oh, it's Dedenne again. Years of anxiety. I got shiny Crawdaunt the other day. I'll hit it with a Screech. I don't know, do we... Gen 9 definitely didn't give us any sort of Dynamax Adventures equivalent. What about Gen 10? Surely it won't be 1,000 shiny locks go in Gen 10 too, right? Right? Ooh, Lugia's winning by 57%. Not many Kuno believers. ELCA gives us an equivalent in its DLC. Hey, I would pop off. If that happened, I would be thrilled. I mean, Hoopa usually means that Megas are going to be involved, so... Or, not Megas. Well, yeah, Megas will be involved, but Legendaries. Other Legendaries. So you're saying... There's a chance. Pokemon with hairdos? Yeah, Jinx, Alolan Doug, Furfrou. Yeah, Mega Ampharos. Does Screamtail count? It was Tapu Koko. I finally picked up Tapu Koko. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Crawdon kind of hurt us a little bit there, even though its best move is Muddy Water. Guy thinks he's Swampert. I should update the recent command while I'm thinking about it. There we go. They should have given Skunk Tank a Mega Evolution. Justice for the Poison Boys in Gen 4. Where's Mega Purugly? We're probably never gonna see Glameow ever again. It's gonna be like another 10 years before Glameow shows up in a game. They need to make Mega Purugly and then make it the fastest Pokemon ever. Faster than Deoxys speed. Faster than Aerodactyl. Faster than Electrode. Faster than Regieleki. Make it pure speed. Yeah, we took Coco out. Funny you said. I had a dog named Coco when I was a kid. Yeah, we took Coco out for a little stroll. I noted that it kind of becomes creamsicle colored, which is fun. C-O-C-O. new evolutions in Gen 4 as opposed to adding Megas to old Pokemon in Gen 6? I don't know. That's a good question. I think the way a game like Ursaluna, Dunsparce, Farigiraf, I think I like that the most. I don't really... Of course it's Celesteela. Of course it's Celesteela. Zygarde into Steela? Okay. That's evil. I have Screech though. I can yell really loud at Celesteela. If anybody has any physical moves. Which I don't know that we even do. Now that I think about it. Good crit. Actually, we're doing great damage. We're doing good damage right here. Not bad. Yeah, how do you think Dugtrio sounds when it uses Screech? Do moles make noise? I can't think of a sound that a mole makes. Yeah, Lariat. We're just gonna keep screaming at him. He just starts yelling, Trio! Trio! I can't see! Mole. I actually like moles. They're very cute. So they make little, oh, put him down. Let him go. Put him down. They make little, like, screechy noises. Good. Thought para? No para. Ooh, ow, ow, ow. Oh my god, me and Dedenne just barely hung on. No! No! That means the Beast Boost is about to come out. Ooh, nasty. That's nasty. I like Celesteela's, like, vampire face. Okay, that Sucker Punch did decent damage. All things considering, that Sucker Punch... Alright, you know what? Celesteela tried to rain on a parade, but it could not. That's what you get. Celesteela got thoroughly beaten, just like it did the round it showed up before. Yay! The last run didn't go to shit. If I got Celesteela shiny free at last, please. I would love to never have to fight this Pokemon again. Alright. Here we go. We got a shiny Tapu Koko. Can I add? If you had 4 shots. No. 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 My pain continues. No shiny bamboo spaceship for me. Damn. 4 shots of Marowak, Crawdon, Dedenne, and Steela, baby. Marowak would have been a new one for me too, by the way. We run into Alolan Marowak all the time. It's never been shiny for me. Oh, look, Zacian is trading right now. That's crazy. I didn't know Zacian could do that. Well, chat, this was quite a successful Dynamax day. Haven't had one of these in a while. We picked up Shiny Tapu Koko. I finally have all the Tapus after many years. Literally, many years. I have all 4. I'm just missing Solgaleo for the legendaries and then 3 UBs. And then Gen 7 would be done. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy we finally picked up Koko. Koko was a pretty easy one though, so... More chances of running into Steela and Palkia and Zygarde. Uh-oh. Yeah, thanks for raiding with me tonight, everybody. I appreciate it. We'll be doing more of these next week. And playing more Pokemon Gold. We're going to try to finish that up, which the whole playlist is on YouTube if you ever need something to watch. All, like, 12 episodes I think we're on, so... Yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. I appreciate it. I will catch you guys later. Thanks again for raiding with me. Thanks for all the follows. Shout out to the YouTube viewers, the VOD watchers. And yeah, thanks for hanging out, chat. I got Tapu Koko. Hooray!